Hi, my name is Ken. I'm with Meteor Inkjet, and today I'm going to give a brief introduction to our new digital front-end software package, MetIndustrial. MetIndustrial is definitely the most versatile digital front-end we've produced to date. And one of the reasons for that is because it supports a wide variety of printing methods. This package supports single pass as well as multi-scan print method and single pass scanning, which is often used for 3D printing. I'll begin our demonstration by giving you a brief introduction to the user interface. Across the top we have a toolbar. On the left, these two buttons allow you to add and remove jobs from the ready queue here in the middle. We have another button here that takes you into the configuration area where you can set up everything for your particular printer. This button here brings you to a live updated log file, which will show you what's going on in the system. And then in this area we have a place where you can add buttons to launch external applications. I've added a button here to launch our optional eLab Pro RIP, another button to launch our optional Met3D slicer. You can also add buttons to launch any application that you produce yourselves. In this section of MetIndustrial, we've got two queues. In the middle, as I mentioned before, a ready queue. This is where we have jobs that are ready to be printed. On the right, this queue is where you'll have jobs. You can add jobs from the ready queue to this print queue on the right. Whenever you click on and select a job in the ready queue, these two panels over here will give you a preview of what that job looks like. And in the lower left, this panel shows you information about that job. Things like number of pages, resolution, bits per pixel, stuff like that. Now let's take a job in the ready queue and move it over to the print queue. We do that by clicking on this button. It brings up a window where you can make adjustments to the positioning on the page. And then when you click the blue button here, that pushes it over into the print queue. We can also select the number of copies that we want to print there. Once it's in the print queue, with these buttons you can control starting the job, stopping it, pausing it. Another feature of MetIndustrial is print modes. This allows you to create and select a print mode which can contain the resolution that you want to run the job at, bits per pixel. You can also add waveform selection as well as the type of print trigger that you're going to use for that job, internal or external. Next, what we'll do is use the eLab Pro RIP to rip a PDF job, add it to the ready queue, move it to the print queue, and go ahead and print it using our print simulator. So I'm going to click on the button for eLab Pro. That brings this up, and I'll take this job here, add it to the RIP queue. I can select a RIP configuration, resolutions, and when I click this button, it'll rip the job and add it directly to the queue. There it is. And then clicking here, prepare the job, and now push it over into the print. Let's make this 10 copies. Notice that as I increase the number of copies that we're going to print, the estimated ink usage that's calculated here increases with that. We'll print 20 copies of that, and I'll start the print simulator. Click Start, and there it is, printing. You'll notice that as it's printing, the ink usage goes up along with the number of copies that's then printed. And there it is, the job's finished. Another feature that's included with MetIndustrial is called MetRemote. MetRemote comes with a small SDK package that allows you to develop an application that can run on the same computer or another computer on the LAN, wired or wireless, and take control of the printing capabilities in MetIndustrial. For example, you can select a job from the ready queue and select print mode, enter the number of copies you want to print, move the job from the ready queue to the print queue, and kick off printing. You can also monitor the status of jobs that are printing, query the system for the number of copies that have been printed, do other things like check print head temperature. So, to demonstrate this capability, what I've done is using Visual Studio and C#, I created this MetRemote test app, and you'll notice in here it's displaying the jobs that are in the ready queue. So as soon as I'm connected like this, I can take control of that. So let's take this job here, we'll give it an ID number, and we'll print 5 copies of that. And as soon as I click Add, it's going to set that up for printing. Now, the job's over here and queued. So the next thing we can do, kick it off for printing, enter the ID number, job name, click Start, and now it's printing. There, job is finished. Okay, click Stop there. So that gives you just a little bit of an idea of what you can do with printing. You can also do things like select a print mode. You'll notice right now it's on 400 by 400 2-bit per pixel. I can select this and change that print mode. MetRemote gives you another range of capabilities that you can do with MetIndustrial.